For the gorilla rows, one of the most important things is to make sure you're twisting the ground, meaning consistently putting outward pressure on those knees, using your abductors, using the outside of your legs. As you're getting into position, you want to make sure your back is totally flat. You're engaging those glutes, as I just mentioned, twisting the ground, knees being in the same direction as those feet. For the shoulders, they're going to want to shrug as you're lifting up the dumbbell, but you want to have those elbows out to a point where they can get past your knees, or at least past your thighs, but not so far up that they bring your shrug up. So you should still be thinking shoulders back and down, but then elbows out as you lift up. You're going to be in a deep hip hinge in this position, so if you feel anything in your lower back, make sure you have the lower abs engaged. That will just be a slight tilt of the hips, bringing the pelvis up to the ribs just enough to get the lower core to engage. To set up the position, I'm going to get a wide squat, almost as if I was doing the deep squat with the glute squeeze. I'll have my hands on each dumbbell, holding the knees in the same direction, roughly, as the toes. I'm going to get my shoulders back and down, and before I lift, that one hand that's staying on the ground is staying stationary, staying on the ground, and I'm trying to avoid going side to side with those lifts. So as I lift, the elbow's going to go out while the shoulder stays down, and the hand still tries to come back to the chest. It's easy to get up here too high. Make sure it tries to come back to the chest, keeping that hand that's on the ground in position. The hips, you should be in as much of a flat back as you possibly can with the glutes engaged. You may start to get tempted to lift those hips up too much. If you can't get into a deep enough squat on this, you can put a box or some barbell plates underneath of the dumbbells to bring the surface up higher to you, so you're still able to get into position and row.